or who deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore
Rushmore
of villains between William Dafoe's Goblin and Heath Ledger's Joker? I honestly,
I know the answer. What people are gonna say.
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
Oh, bro. So I know we've talked about in the past that, like, one day, bro, the goal would be to get some people on here. It'd be cool to interview different people and all this stuff. You know that toy shop I go to, Dallas Vintage?
yes.
So a while back, they had Mark Henry pull up, and I talked to you about that, saying, that they eventually want to get him to do a signing, and then Mark even wants to do a Q&A there. And I thought, bro, I would love to go there. Hell, me and you can go there, get our mics or whatever, just do a quick interview. That'll just be cool for content, but then just cool to meet him as well. 2 days ago, just a regular day there at Vintage. They go inside their graded room, which is like basically like that's like their collectibles, or like their high shit. Matt Cardona is just in there.
Oh shit!
Matt Cardona is just
Really?
in there looking at some stuff, and they're like, "What the?" They're like, "Oh, well, hi," and they talk to him. And
So why? So okay. So so you get your comic book stuff there. Do they also have wrestling stuff there? Why is it that all these wrestlers are going there?
They have some wrestling figures there and everything like that, but it's just because
Like do they just know that the owners are wrestling fans, or how?
A lot, like Matt is a big collectible guy too.
Okay.
Like he
does
does
wrestling stuff.
Yeah. Oh, wrestling stuff, but then just like Turtles, Ghostbusters, and Star Wars. Like that's his type of shit.
Right.
Mark, I think he just likes some cool shit. Like right now, there's some AEW guy going. Like as we speak, I think he's there right now.
So they're just also interested in the comic book stuff, and it just happens to be that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's just like with some pop culture type stuff, you can have wrestlers pull up and do signings and stuff, and it does help that they sell wrestling stuff too. But I just thought that is so freaking cool.
That's crazy. I know Matt Cardona seems like the chillest ass motherfucker. Him and Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green also seems super chill, bro. Just how they seem like on social media.
I was like, dang, that's so
crazy.
Cool. And then he even posted it on his IG saying, one of the best toy stores he's been to.
Oh, wow.
Or whatever. And I was like, bro, because that place is like Dallas Vintage is freaking organized as hell. I know you've pulled up with me, I think once. I can't remember.
I don't really remember much.
It was at the older location, but I thought, damn, that's so cool. And then apparently he was like, people in the comments were blowing up saying, oh, that place is amazing, you should do a signing. And then he even commented like, should I do a signing there? Then everyone was saying you really should. And then the owner, Sean, commented, it's like, if you do it, we'll take care of you. And I went there yesterday. I popped up yesterday, and they were talking to me about it, and they were saying, bro, Matt Cardona and the owner, Sean, have been texting back and forth all night and everything. I'm like, dang, bro.
Bro, imagine he gets him and Chelsea Green to pull up.
That'd be so
Personally,
cool.
I'd be more excited to see Chelsea Green.
Oh, yeah. Of course. no disrespect.
No disrespect to Matt Cardona. I mean, bro, I think when it's all said and done, at the rate that WWE is putting people in the Hall of Fame, I think if he does one more stint in WWE and it's a good stint, I could see him being a WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I agree with that one right there. I liked him as Zack Ryder. Like,
so did I.
I thought
his
was
song
cool.
was his song was clean as fuck.
And then
when he used to come out with the one leg sleeve too, he was wearing the underwear, but he had like the one pant sleeve and the one. Bro, I used to think that shit. Bro, he had swag, bro.
The only time I hated him, bro, was when it was Hawkins and Ryder, bro, with the edge heads. Get out of here.
And then I remember when Eve kissed John Cena, and you just see his face, bro. That whole storyline. Yeah, I personally really loved like Zack Ryder, and I think as big as his name as he is now in the indie scene, I think if he came back to WWE, I think he'd be main event. I think first off he'd be main event level. Like you're not putting him as Zack Ryder like how he was mid card. You'd have to put him in a main event spot. And I think if it's a good stint, I could see WWE for sure putting him in as a Hall of Famer.
So he had that same thing. He's doing that same thing Cody did, where he left. And honestly, bro, he's built his stock up. He's jumped from indie, and he's become champions at every single one, including even becoming the deathmatch king or whatever.
I've been seeing, bro. He does some crazy ass shit sometimes. He wrestles in crazy ass matches.
Oh, God, just that takes it a little too far.
Yeah,
that type of stuff where even me and you were like, ugh.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, bro, I thought that is so badass just to pull up to work and then a freaking
that's
iconic
crazy.
wrestler, bro, is just there. Like,
that's crazy. That I mean, to have him at the store too, I'm sure he'd get a good crowd show up.
Oh yeah, bro. And then he even talked about how he spent some money, and I talked to one of my guys there, Rowdy, and he was like, "Oh, he spent money.
Really? What did he buy?
Well, he was like, I could tell you. He goes, but he's also making his vlog, so you can just watch it. So I'm like, okay, I'll just watch it on the vlog.
Right.
But yeah, so they said they want to try to get him there, and I was like, bro, I feel like we would have to pull up.
Yeah,
Just
if I'm able to, yeah, I would love to. Bro, just send me Zack Ryder. That'd be badass.
Yeah.
So even Mark Henry too.
Yeah, the Mark Henry thing I think will be so badass. And they talked about how chill he was and how he doesn't want to do just a meet and greet. He wants to for real film an episode of his podcast there. He wants to do a full Q&A. I'm like, bro, I told them, I said, let me know and I'll make sure we go or something.
Before I ask you my next question, episode 36, Slam Guys Podcast. I'm Mario.
I'm Vincent.
Because I know if I ask you this next question, we'll get talking and then we'll forget to do the intro. You brought up Mark Henry. I sent you while I was on vacation the tweet about Mark Henry, I guess on his podcast, which I've been planning on listening to, but I just haven't. To Bust It Open Radio or something. He said he was talking about the Wyatt Six, how there's like, K-Fab is dead. K-Fab is dead or whatever. And we saw the introduction of the Wyatt Six, which we talked about on here, which was insane.
Phenomenal.
It was creepy. That was perfect the way they did it. And then later that night, they take a picture with the fan at Whataburger. And they're just in their regular clothes, and they're not scary. And it's something that you would have never seen The Undertaker, dead man. You wouldn't have seen him at a Whataburger. You wouldn't have seen him take a picture with the fan like that. And he had a problem with it. And he, it's. I think it's more so like an old time wrestler guy, where it's like he's old school. Like you just if you play a character, you don't get seen in public not being that character.
Yeah.
So do you agree with him, or we talked about it a little bit back and forth before, but do you agree with that, what he's saying?
Okay, so I think it's the same thing I'd sent back to you saying, I agree with him, but it's just different times now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It's totally different times.
Social media, dude.
Bingo. With the social media aspect, there's no more hiding things anymore. Like you kind of have to have a presence, especially if you're a known person. You have some type of platform, like a WWE wrestler. They want you to have a social media presence. Why? So you can interact with fans. That's more people coming to the events. I'm not saying, people like the superstars back then, only if they had a social media, oh, bro, they would have been even bigger. No, not saying any of that, but it's just different times. The kayfabe thing, I understand. Undertaker's talked about it. Mark Henry's talked about it. And it's true. Like, bro, you wouldn't see, Undertaker hanging out with any of the baby faces outside of work. That's just not happening, bro. You're not going to see Kane going out, bro, chilling. This is like
running for governor.
Yeah, bro, like he's doing that,
or mayor or whatever he is,
mayor of Knoxville or whatever. So I agree with it, saying that breaking kayfabe, not a good look, but at the same time, it's impossible, bro, right now.
Well, I think even Undertaker's mentioned it before, how the dead man character would not work in today's society. I think he said it before, that it just wouldn't work. Like, with social media now, him being at the airport, him being just anywhere else, if someone caught that, like, there's cameras everywhere. It just wouldn't work. And I agree with you. I think Mark Henry, I get what he's saying 100%. But at the same time, I also think that's another reason why we don't see as many, like, scary characters in WWE anymore. Like, I feel like, okay, what's the last one since before the Wyatt Six? What's the last scary character?
Oh, so without Wyatt Six or
like,
Bray?
Because Bray Wyatt was a scary character, but he always showed his face. Like, he always was. Yeah. Like, it wasn't like if you saw him in public, it was weird. Like, I think Mark Henry mentioned Boogeyman. Like, you would have never saw. You would have never saw Boogeyman just walking through the airport, like, just free. Like, he was. I think he said something like he's always in character. But I just think that's hard to do now. Yeah. Like, with the cameras now, it's just impossible, bro. Yeah. That's why superstars, that's why famous people get in more trouble now versus something that would have happened like in the 90s, because it's just on camera. Everything's on TV. Everything's 100%. On camera.
And everyone's so fast, bro, to get their phone in.
Everything's
instantly.
on Twitter, bro. So everything spreads just like at the speed of light. Everything spreads. So at the same time, does it take away anything from that I saw from the debut? No. I know these are humans outside of WWE. I know they have personal lives. I know that they go to Whataburger. I know that they're on the road. They travel from spot to spot. I know they don't just appear magically. So like, to see them at a Whataburger take a picture with a fan, I would have wanted to be that fan. I would have wanted to be. I would have been like, bro, y'all fucking killed it. Take a picture with me, like, shit. And I can't say I wouldn't have posted it too, because like, it's just. That's something cool.
Especially after that debut, and then you pull up
and as
Corpus Christi Whataburger. Bro,
as a fan, do I see that and say, bro, what the fuck? Now I don't believe that these are actually dead people walking around. Like, Like, no. So I mean, I get the old sense of thinking, but at the same time, dude, they're humans outside of WWE as well, and I think we're all just used to it, and I think we all know. Now, when I was younger, dude, I used to think to myself, how do these motherfuckers fly on the same plane together?
Yeah.
How do people be in the locker room with the Undertaker? He's dead all the time. Like, I used to think, like, bro, I'd be scared as fuck. He's getting dressed over here, and he's dead man. Like Kane's burnt face. Like, how do people go around him? Like, I used to think, how do they travel together, bro? Like, and obviously now I know, as you get older, it's all work. But when I was younger, I used to think, bro, how do they travel with the boogeyman? Like, how, bro, this motherfucker eating worms 24/7. Like, how, yeah.
I used to love, bro, when on SmackDown, when the superstars had to go like find the Undertaker in the locker rooms, bro. They just go follow all like the smoke, the purple lights, and everything, bro. They get to his locker room, open the door, bro. Pitch black in there. Bro, they want nothing to do with that shit.
Yeah, I used to think they were all that was their character, bro. Like, I used to think whenever a rivalry was personal, I used to think, how does WWE? Because I used to think that they all flew together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember the story of like when they'd go to London, they were all on the plane together. I used to think that they flew. I didn't know at the time that they're like independent contractors and they have to fend for themselves and find their own rides and stuff. I figured like WWE had a plane, like a sports team, like an NBA team or an NFL. They all traveled to the cities and stuff.
Yeah.
So I used to think, how do they not fight on the plane? Like, how do they not? So I just think it's different times now. So I get what Mark Henry's saying, but I don't think anybody cares. That's what I'm trying to say.
No one really cares, but at the same time, I do get what he's saying, because a team like that, a faction like that, that's a scary one like that. Bro, what is wrong with these people? But I mean,
he said that they should have got food from
At
the
the drive-thru.
drive-thru and ate in their car.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, yeah, I don't think it takes anything away. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, I don't look at that and say ruined. Like, now I'm not gonna believe them when they're fucking dressed in their zombie gear and shit.
It's crazy because you think about it, like you hear the stories about like BSK back in the day, Undertaker's crew.
Oh yeah.
And like, yeah, bro, Undertaker was a dead man back then. Fuck, you didn't know what the hell.
I know,
this
he
man.
took that
This
shit
man
serious,
was I mean, he took that shit 100% serious. Work went home with him, but then you see BSK at a bar, boy. You see them all, hey, partying and all that stuff. It's like, thank God there's no social media back then.
Right, yeah.
That would have ruined everything for that crew.
Well, and that's been brought to light too, because I don't remember what documentary it was, but it was like of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall or something, and they're all in a steel cage, and it was after Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were leaving, I believe, and someone took a video on their phone. It was like one of the first phones that had video, and they posted it, and people were pissed because they're supposed to have beef with each other.
And they're all
yes. I don't remember what documentary was that. Do you know what I'm talking about? It was in like Ric Flair even brought it up, and they were pissed back then because they were supposed to have a feud with each other. Even Triple H talked about it in the documentary. What documentary was that?
Was like an A&E one, or was like actual WWE
I feel like
documentary
it
on
was
Peacock?
A&E or WWE one.
Or maybe it was Legends or something like that with Triple H.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about though?
I feel like
Yes.
I feel like I know what you're
It's
talking
like an old video, and Shawn Michaels and Triple H were going against, I think, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, but they were supposed to have beef, but obviously they're friends.
Yeah.
And so after the show, they all like were raising hands, and someone took a video, and they were pissed that it got out there. But anyways, yeah. So we're back, episode 36. So what do you want to start off with this week?
So we try to also throw in some games.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. So some news as far as for games, some that we've talked about in the past. Assassin's Creed, bro. Some news for Assassin's Creed came out. I had it ready. Oh, okay, never mind. I had it ready, pulled up. So Ubisoft CEO has confirmed multiple Assassin's Creed remakes are on the way. Quoting, firstly, players can be excited about some remakes, which will allow us to revisit some of the games we created in the past and modernize them. There are worlds in our older Assassin's Creed games that are still so rich.
So I assume Black Flag is one of those. I think we've talked about it on here before, like how they're remaking Black Flag, and then
that was some rumors.
Which Black Flag is our favorite.
Yeah.
But how do you feel? Do you like when you hear that a game's getting remade, like up to date, like PS5 graphics, Xbox One graphics, Xbox X graphics?
Yeah.
Sorry. Does that like change anything as far as like your excitement? Like, or would you be just as excited if you popped it in right now and you found out it's backwards compatible and you played it You know what I'm saying? Like, does the updated graphics really make that big a difference to you?
Shit ain't gonna make a difference on Black Flag. That thing's beautiful.
Black Flag already is beautiful for the time, like for Xbox 3. It was Xbox 3. It was Xbox One. I had it on Xbox One, I think.
Thought
But it came out 360 as well.
Okay, yeah.
But
I
it
had
was
for
Xbox
360, I
One.
think.
But if I popped it in right now, and I've played that game multiple times, I would think it's beautiful, and I would be fine playing it the way it is because it has sentimental value. Like I played it when I was a kid. These remakes, I get it. Like it's a money grab for sure. And I guess it would be cool to see it with the PS5 and Xbox Series X graphics, but like it wouldn't really make a difference to me.
Does it take anything away from nostalgic purposes?
No.
As far as like, damn, I remember when the graphics used to look like this. I remember when certain things kind of look like this, and now they polished it, which is very nice, but still, it's like, it's not what it used to be.
I don't think I've ever bought a remade game.
Like a remake or a remaster?
Like a remaster.
Is a remaster the same thing?
So remastered is yeah. So I don't really know the difference. So remastered, I know is like graphics wise. I feel
Okay.
a remake though. I think could maybe have like some extra content, maybe some graphics. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. The only remastered game that I've ever played was Last of Us, but that was just I never even played the original one. I just bought that one, and that's the one I got. Because it was on sale, I think.
And people talked about how that was polished too.
Yeah, but I never played the original one, so I couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
But like any other games that I have, I've never bought the remastered version. I've never bought the updated version.
I was trying to look at the games right now, and I'm like, I don't see anything about remastered
So like,
online.
I mean, I'm not trying to be downer here, but like, I'm probably not gonna buy a remaster. Like, I already have Black Flag.
So
Unless,
you're good.
Yeah, unless like Black Flag comes out and it has hella extra content, I don't think I'll play. We didn't buy the Last of Us remastered, and we love Last of Us.
Yeah, good point.
So,
well,
I wonder if people really care. Is what I'm trying to say.
I think there is. I still think there's a big audience for that.
Yeah.
And I really do think they're going to add some stuff. People are saying that
If they add some stuff, I'll probably buy.
I heard someone say on Twitter that they're going to probably do some multiplayer shit in it too, and I'm like,
Black Flag had multiplayer mode.
So probably just revamp that too.
Black Flag.
I never played it in the multiplayer, but
I was never good at it. But it was literally you were all assassins and like you would be in a town and you were killing each other.
They'll probably do that for like.
But see, like I could totally see myself buying it, and I'll play a little bit, and then I won't touch it again.
Okay, see,
that's the stage that I am in my life.
That's exactly how I would feel. It's like I want to buy it because of nostalgic purposes, and yes, I just want to see what they're going to do, see what's going to be different. But once I play it, I'm gonna get to certain missions. I'm like, yep, I remember this. All right, I'm done.
I lie. I'll call myself out here. I updated Spider-Man 4 to Spider-Man 5 because it was for $10.
From PS4 to PS5.
Yes.
Yeah.
I updated that and never played it through all the way.
Really?
With the updated stuff, I never played it through. I think I just did it just because it was $10. But like I didn't. I played it a little bit, didn't finish it.
I played it on the PS5. I just don't remember if it was an updated thing or not.
I don't think I updated the Miles one just because I knew for sure I was not going to play that one again.
Even though Miles was fun.
Miles was fun too, but I'm just saying, like, at the time that I had, I just knew I wasn't going to replay it.
No, I redid play Miles because...
but you replayed it as remastered?
Yeah. And it ended up crashing on me at the final Tinker fight.
Okay.
Which pissed me off.
I played that. I played the game twice, but I don't think I remastered it. Anyways, I know you're right. I do think there is a market there for people that are into that type of stuff. I just think the time where we're at in our lives, I would be perfectly fine popping in my Xbox One Black Flag, playing that,
and calling it a day.
Yeah, and not caring, and we have like Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood. Like I just think those games have such nostalgic value for us that we don't care if it's remastered or not.
Yeah, and honestly, for the remakes, the top 3 I want are AC2, AC3, and AC4. So, I want to see Ezio again. I want to see Connor again. And sure, fuck it. If they give me Black Flag, I'll buy it probably.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know.
I think I've played them all except this last one. And I was going to tell you, last time before I left on vacation, it was on Xbox Store for like $25. Mm-hmm. So I think I may get it.
Mirage,
yeah. Because I haven't played that one.
No, I'm probably not going to play that one. I didn't play, what's the 2 after Flag?
So we have Unity,
Syndicate, and Unity.
We have
right?
Syndicate and Unity.
I did not play those.
I played Unity all the way through. No, I played Syndicate all the way through. Unity, I was just one of those people that was just pissed at the quality of it, and I never gave it another shot. But I've seen some people say if people gave it another shot, that game's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I remember one of them you said was really fun, and the other one sucked.
Syndicate was pretty fun. You're a brother and sister, and you could. That was the first one where you get to switch between the two.
Okay.
So you got to switch between the sister and the brother. Jacob Fry.
I played Origins all the way through, and I think that's the one where they completely like revamped Assassins, and I loved it.
Mhm.
I absolutely loved that one. But then after Origins was Odyssey, and I just couldn't get into it. I restarted it twice, and I couldn't get into it.
I didn't finish Odyssey, but I couldn't get into it when I first got it. I did it a second time, and I was really into it. That game is just huge.
Yeah.
It's just huge. And so I put hella hours into that game, and I didn't finish it. And then by that time, Valhalla came out.
See, and that's the one. That's the only one on my radar right now where I keep on saying, I need to go play Valhalla.
Valhalla, I love Valhalla. I finished it all the way through. I bought the DLCs. I even finished, I think the most recent DLC. No, I finished them all. I've finished everything that's come out of that. So I love Valhalla. I look at the hours because it shows the hours every time. I think I'm over 150 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you got to think that was also when it came out. That was also before I had Jaden. And that was when me and Teresa really on our off days could just chill at home.
Yeah.
And I would just play. So I love Valhalla, and then I want to play Mirage just because it ties in. Valhalla leads into Mirage.
Okay.
But I just haven't.
Yeah. See, but that's why I'm going to make it a point to whenever Shadow comes out, I'm going to make sure I play that shit.
Yeah, I mean, you've always been excited about
Yeah.
Japan stuff, or you always wanted that Assassin's Creed to go there.
Yeah, so that's why I don't want it to be like, obviously, yes, where our lives are right now.
I feel like you're kind of worse than me too, as far as like starting a game, bro, and you don't finish it.
Yeah. Like, what was it? God of War, the second God of War. I haven't picked it back up.
Yeah.
But I had you and Marco telling me stop playing it so I can play Last of Us 2.
That's true.
And I was like,
yes.
And I told you, I said, once I stop, I am not going to pick it back up.
Yeah.
And you're like, yes, you will. Just play Last of Us. I have not.
See, I
God
think
of
for
War.
you, it's a matter of if like you have pressure, like someone's waiting on you to finish it so we can talk about it, you'll do it. But if not, like I don't play. I have God of War 2. It came with my PlayStation.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I have it. I haven't played the first one, and I know from my conversations with you.
I thought I let you play. I thought I lent you the first one.
You let me the third God of War
3.
Yes,
Okay,
and I played like half of that, but I just was not interested. I don't know what it was.
Fun.
And I never played because this is the second one, right? Of his, and so I haven't played the first one, and I know my conversations on you how you put so many hours and you like haven't even finished it. I just don't have that time on my hands, and I don't have that care to do it.
Yeah,
even though I know it's probably one of the greatest games of all time.
Yeah, I get to that point now when it comes to video games, and I'm just like, I'll play. I just can't play for hours like I used to. Now it's just 30 minutes here, turn it off.
See, and at that point, I'm like, might as well not.
Yeah, and then I'll get that in my mindset where I'm like, okay, do I have time? Yes, I have time. But then I just feel like I'm going to end up getting bored, so don't even fucking bother. And that's what pisses me off nowadays. But whatever. If these remakes come out, I want to know what's going to be new about them. I hopefully we get 2, 3, and 4. That's at least ones I really want, and then I may get them.
Yeah, you played all the Ezio ones.
Revelations I never played.
I played Revelations,
and I have it. I have the Ezio collection because when Valhalla was coming out, you told me that all of them were on sale, so I bought the Ezio collection.
It goes Assassin's Creed 2, and then Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was amazing.
Yeah,
too.
you've told me that one too, and I.
Oh, you haven't played Brotherhood?
I haven't finished it.
Brotherhood's amazing.
If I could say half, I got.
That's when I was younger, dude. So I was truly committed to Ezio, and so I played 2 Brotherhood back to back, and then I went to GameStop. Made my parents take me to GameStop, and I got Revelations. Revelations is my least favorite out of the Ezio ones. Yeah, because they switched the mechanics up. They switched and I just was not a fan.
I never played the first one. Altair.
I played that one.
That
one's so repetitive, but it's before like there was truly a story to it. It was just repetitive, bro. You had to go to this section. You had to kill this person to get this. It would give you your next target. Then you kill this person. Then you'd have to fight the final boss of that section, and then you do it over and over. But it's still a classic. And then the Connor Kenway one. That one is the one I played when I was older. For some reason, I skipped that one because I finished Ezio and I went straight to Black Flag.
No, I remember after Ezio, I'd never played Revelations or anything like that. And I think it was E3 is when they released a trailer for 3, and I had a pre-order and I loved it. To me, I think that's an underrated one.
Yeah, it's one of my least favorites.
Yeah.
I just found it boring.
A lot of people
it's hard to follow Black Flag up and play that one straight away.
That's also true, but I remember a lot of people didn't like it because they said that Connor isn't.
He's boring.
He's brooding. He's boring. There's nothing like relatable about him, and people are saying he whines too much.
Yeah, I felt like he was just super negative the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an Indian, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, not saying like that, but like, bro, like for what happens to him, he's pissed.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's pissed.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's move on from that one. Let's go. More DC stuff, bro. Good. So we got some news, bro. The new show we're going to get, Lanterns. We finally got this. I know James Gunn came out a couple years ago saying that that's going to be a project that he wants to do for the Green Lantern Corps and everything like that. Lanterns. HBO finally gave it the green light, bro. No pun intended. They gave it the straight to series order, and it's going to have Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, bro.
Which is crazy.
I think it's going to be a little buddy cop or show or something like that. But bro, I'm ecstatic. It's going to be 8 episodes.
Yeah. I'm excited, and then with the past, I just feel like with how good of House of Dragon has been, like I just have full faith in HBO Max right now.
Oh, bro, that's the thing. HBO, like when their shows are top tier. So with this one going to be an HBO show, I'm really, really excited for this one.
I'm surprised though it's not going. They're not getting a movie. Do you think they look at it like Green Lantern? It's truly just a side character like that.
No, I just think that there's so much there. And there's so many characters that could pop
You don't think
up
they could
too.
have introduced us to a movie though, and like given us a show
afterwards?
Like the last Green Lantern movie was the Ryan Reynolds one, and a lot of people thought that shit sucked. I never watched it honestly.
Ryan Reynolds did a good job.
The story sucks.
It's the story that sucks. Like I really watch it and I go, this isn't horrible, but I 1000% get why people don't like this.
So I feel like they would want to give that. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? Rectify Green Lantern. I don't know if that's the correct word.
No,
but they want to like
saying.
make up for that one that sucked. And they're just giving us a show. Now, granted, I'm super excited for the show. I'm just saying, like, I just feel like it makes him look like a, B level person versus
I get it.
Versus, you're not giving him his own movie.
No, I get it. I get what you're saying when it comes to all that. I know the part you're gonna be excited for, bro. The showrunner for Ozark.
Yes.
He's gonna be involved in this.
Yeah,
one.
which
Chris
Ozark's
Mundy,
really good.
Damon Lindoff or whatever, and also Tom King, who's really big into DC comics and everything like that. He's also gonna be associated with the show. So that's awesome, dude. I'm really excited to see what they do. Now I just want to know who the hell they're gonna cast for everything.
Yeah.
That's me right now. Like Comic-Con is
this month. Well, we're not in July yet.
So
almost
when this
comes out, it'll be July.
when
July
this comes
1st.
out, so it'll be this month. Yeah, in July. Bro, Comic-Con comes out Deadpool weekend. Or Comic-Con
really?
goes on Deadpool weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild.
That is gonna be wild.
But I'm really, really hoping, bro, we get some DC stuff, some casting news at least.
Yeah.
Or at least a full-fledged, like, this date is gonna be for this movie. This date is gonna be for, like, I want a phase, bro. Like, that's what I really want.
I watched The Boys last night and I saw the phase thing.
I saw that.
That shit is so funny, bro. How they make fun of everything. Politics, the whole shit about like releasing movies in phases. Like they're talking about like they're doing like their own Comic-Con shit.
Yes,
like,
bro. I
that
loved
shit is
it.
so funny, bro.
The Boys is so great at
it. But yeah, I'm super excited for the show, bro. I have full faith in HBO Max. Just with how good their shows are. The Last of Us was great too. I mean, it all looks high budget. Also, like it all looks like it could be a movie. Yeah. I truly wonder how they put all this money into these shows. Like they must be making hella money off subscribers. Like even Netflix. Like I look at and I think, where does the money come from when you put all this money into a TV show? There's no commercials on it. Like where does it all? And the only thing I can think of is subscribers.
Okay, so how do they do it back then before the streaming platform? Like Sopranos was on there. I'm not saying that's like going to take like a high budget, but like where did that show get its money?
Well, I know those show. Well, no, they didn't show commercials. But I don't think that was a high budget as fucking Game of Thrones and House of Dragon and Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
But I guess they just make it off people paying to have HBO. I would imagine that's what it is.
I mean,
I just find it surprising that you would put a Green Lantern show, which I would assume the budget is going to be super high for. But I guess you could say the same thing about Disney Plus.
Yeah.
With their MCU shows, like the money must come from subscribers.
Yeah, it comes from subscribers, and the quality isn't all there.
Yeah.
So hopefully with HBO, bro, we get some high quality.
I
shit.
think so, dude. I felt like the quality in Last of Us 2 was great too.
Oh,
Last
phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
And then like you just said, House of Dragons too.
Yeah, House of the Dragons
And
look
Game
good.
of Thrones.
Yep.
Oh gosh, bro.
So
Real quick, I didn't put it in the show notes, but speaking of DC, you've been gone since it came out. Superman suit, bro.
oh yeah.
Superman suit,
A
bro.
lot of people I saw were mixed. I'm kind of mixed still.
I feel like a lot of people I saw, bro, really, really appreciate it now.
Yeah.
I kept on seeing a lot of people say,
Mine was kind
now
of mixed.
this
on
is
my
a photo right here.
yeah, I agree. Like I told you, I wanted to see it in
Yeah.
action. Yeah, I told you I still don't think it looks good as Henry, but I think I'm just being a little bitch and I'm just holding on to Henry's stuff too much.
No, I
Like-
don't think it's that. I mean, well,
Because we're at a point where we need to move on. Like like he's gone, bro. Like I've said that too about like people like holding on to Heath Ledger's Joker and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So like I feel like I need to call myself out and stop comparing everything to Henry because this is a completely different thing. So and I feel like I compare too much to Henry.
but I feel like that's just natural for a lot of us.
Yeah,
bro.
it is natural. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, hell, as soon as Pattinson came out, first thing I was like, shit, am I gonna like this more than Affleck?
I watched I watched probably like an hour of Robert Pattinson's Batman on vacation.
Yeah.
And I truly love Robert Pattinson as Batman, bro.
He's
His
good.
suit is badass.
His suit's badass,
yeah.
bro.
I thought the movie was great too. I love the movie.
Thinking about it now, I'm just thinking, God, the movie's so long.
It's very long.
The movie's so long.
It's very long. It could have been a lot shorter.
But the suit for David Cornsweat's Superman, vibrant as hell,
It is.
bro.
It is.
But here's the thing I brought up to Marco.
I wish he also looked more swole. But
Yeah.
I think I'm holding like Henry was swole, bro.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, yeah, but
But then I look like I have the Superman figure right in front of me, and motherfuckers just jacked as shit. You know, like so. I don't know.
But then you also look at like, which is different time. Well, Christopher Reeve Superman,
Yeah.
that Superman wasn't swole.
Yeah.
Brandon Routh Superman wasn't so swole or anything like that. Like they
He was bulky.
yeah, he was bulky. Even whenever he had with the CW show when he came out as Superman in the Kingdom Come suit, I mean that looked good too.
Yeah.
But this one, bro, I think what I like is knowing that David Cornsweat actually did bulk up. So maybe just on screen he'll kind of look like a presence. But overall, the suit looks vibrant. You got Mr. Terrific in there, who looks straight out of the damn comics. More behind the scenes stuff, bro. We finally saw Lois Lane. We saw Perry White. We saw Jimmy Olsen. You saw a little glimpse of Lex Luthor. I don't know if you saw Nicholas Hoult.
I don't think I saw that.
You saw him with a damn bald head and everything like that. That was pretty badass. Bro, Crypto's going to be in this movie.
Oh wow.
So someone
I
took
mean, it makes
photo-
sense because it's a Superman, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Established.
Someone took photos of Mr. Terrific or whatever, and he has dog treats, and it's like he's running from something. People are like,
okay.
bro, they're going to CGI Crypto
Yeah,
running, and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
bro, that's going to be so cool. But overall, I am really, really happy with what I saw personally. I know we made a clip about it and on social and everything like that, but I mean, this is kind of what we needed,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because that first photo James Gunn released really was mixed. And this one I feel like I've seen, at least personally on my Twitter, I've seen a lot of people say, like, here we go.
Yeah.
I've turned.
I know a lot of people are happy about the trunks.
Yeah, bro, yeah. People are
Yeah.
so happy about that shit. Going from there, do you want to do another superhero thing, bro, with the boys?
Yeah, sure. Like, what do you mean? Like, just talk about it?
Yeah, talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
that
yeah.
latest episode.
Yeah, I watched it. It was crazy. The fucking. I'm just gonna go straight into it. If you haven't seen it, sorry, but the sheeps, motherfucker, bro, scary as fuck, bro. The way they were just flying around, ripping shit to pieces. Yeah, I don't even know what I would have done in that situation. Like, holy shit.
Not just the sheep, bro. Bro, my jaw was on the floor when that damn bull showed up.
Yeah,
Granted, they didn't have to deal with that motherfucker
Yes.
because the sheep took care of him, but I just thought, y'all are fucked.
yeah.
What are y'all going to do against a bull?
The whole time I was thinking, what's her face? The one who could pop people's heads. Why couldn't she have just popped the sheep's heads? Could she only do it with humans?
Good point. Oh,
'Cause-
she did pop one of the sheep's heads.
She did? Why didn't she do it to all of them?
I don't fucking know. That's a good point because she did it to one of them because one of them was about to get Stan.
Oh.
Which, surprise, Stan Egger popped up in this
Yeah,
one. Freaking
yeah.
Giancarlo popped up.
Yes.
When he popped up, I was like,
I only remember her popping the driver's head, the one that was
okay,
driving
maybe it was a chicken. Maybe she popped a chicken's head. But she
Yeah, I
popped
don't
one
think
of
she
the
did-
animal's heads.
Okay. But so the whole time I was thinking, why can't you just fucking do the sheep? Like, why can't this will be over with?
100%.
But yeah, dude, the boys all, and then we talked about how they had like the Comic-Con panel and they had like they showed the phases and it was hella amount of movies and it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy because it truly is a world where the superheroes aren't even real superheroes. They're just like marketing tools. Like they don't
100%.
actually save people.
100%.
It's all scripted. Like every save that they do is pretty much scripted. Like
Yeah.
it's just insane to me. And we see it with Homelander's son,
Ryan.
Ryan. He wants to actually save people.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how they choreograph everything.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
sad.
and so it's pretty much like they don't need superheroes. The world is like in today's society, but the government found a way to make superheroes, or found a way to make superheroes, and so they just
and make money off of them.
yeah, and they just put it in people, and they have to like choreograph actual bank robberies and shit like where they're needed.
And then you even saw it from season 1, bro. And like that's where for real shows how corrupt this shit is, where they're paying for a certain superhero to protect that city.
Yeah.
And but that superhero's like, how much are they paying me? Nah, I ain't doing
Yeah.
that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And then what? And that's what started, or that was the ending of the first episode in season 1, is that they threw like a lowball number at Homelander or some shit like that, bro. And he killed them
Yeah,
motherfuckers
the
for it.
shit with Huey and his dad, that shit was crazy too.
Yeah.
Seeing his dad get the Compound V, and then his powers were insane too. He could just phase through people like the
Yeah.
Flash. But he lost his memory, and then he was getting pissed at Huey's mom. And then they ended up having to put him down. So that shit was sad.
That was really sad,
Yeah.
bro. What was it? Stan Edgar, like I said, Giancarlo popping up. That was a nice little surprise. It was cool to see him back. And I thought, oh, good, we're about to have him for the rest of the season. But now they took him back to jail.
No, well, what's her face popped his driver's head. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
So
crap.
I think he's gonna be in the rest of the season.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
So as soon as I saw him, I thought, I met you.
Yeah. How many episodes are in this show?
8?
Okay.
I
So that
think.
was episode 5.
5.
So we're almost
Damn.
there. Yeah.
Honestly, I can't tell you how this is going to end. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I don't know either.
Like in my head, I feel like typically I'm always like, okay, I could see where this is going to be the grand finale. I have no idea how this is
we
gonna
know
end.
there's one more season.
Yeah.
So I don't see Butcher and Homelander finally concluding their story till probably next season for sure. And then Butcher's trying to get the virus back. He has a scientist. So I would assume somehow, some way. I don't know how the season ends, but I know we're not getting our final conclusion with Homelander and Butcher.
I freaking love Butcher, bro. Damn, what's his name, bro?
I forget the actor's name. I
I don't know how I forgot this
Yeah.
one. But anyways, yeah, him and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, bro.
You saw some people think that he's fake. Like
That
Butcher's
Jeffrey
just seeing him. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
On my Twitter and on TikTok, I've seen that people say that Butcher's imagining him.
Really?
Because no one's seen him other than Butcher. And then when he was talking to the scientist, at the end he had him in the barn, and he said, "We are gonna do something," and the guy looked at Butcher like, "Who's we?"
Oh no, I didn't.
So like some people say that he's imagining him.
Oh,
I don't know
shit.
for sure. I'm just saying I've seen that on my Twitter and on TikTok.
Okay, so I'm trying to think about like all the times.
Because no one's. It's always just been him
Yeah.
and him and Butcher.
I'm about to say whenever Butcher was at that office and everything, he
Yeah.
was the only one in the hallway. They were the only ones talking amongst
Yep.
each other. Like, wow, okay, I didn't think about that.
So maybe he has some type. Because he also sees his dead wife.
Yeah,
So
Rebecca.
people are saying, people are saying he's imagining him.
Carl Urban, that's his name.
Oh, okay.
It popped to me earlier. Carl Urban. I think he does phenomenal as
Yeah.
Butcher, bro.
Yeah, he's great.
What was I gonna say? Bro, the whole Frenchie thing still just
It's just not hitting for me. Like I don't care.
he turned himself in.
Yeah, it's not hitting for me. And same thing with Kamiko. Like I don't care about the side stories that they're going on. Like I just don't.
Which is sad because I've always kind of felt that way. I'm just like, go back, bro. I want to see Butcher and Homelander.
like
bro. Go back.
unless they're in the group scene or they're fighting somebody that the group is fighting. Like I don't know what it is. I don't really care. It's not hitting for me. Especially Frenchie. The whole Frenchie shit is just. I just think, bro. Okay, can we go back to like the main story? Like this seems like filler kind of.
Yeah.
And then with Ryan's kind of tying into Homelander now, bro.
Bro,
Like so I think the end of this season is going to maybe not the end of the season, maybe a little bit towards next season, but it's gonna I think eventually the story is gonna end with Ryan fighting Homelander.
Okay.
That's what I think is gonna happen. Like Butcher finally is gonna get Ryan on the
To
good
turn
side
on.
and he's gonna end up fighting Homelander.
It's crazy, bro. Once that turn happened, he was like, I really want to say something. Like, not film it. Like, I really want to say something.
Yeah.
He goes, you want to say that girl over there? And then that whole scene, bro, was so wild to
Yep.
me. Whatever.
He made
Slap
her
him.
slap, yeah.
Again. And, bro, the guy's just laying there, Ryan, stop, bro.
Well, bro, like, and we've seen people in the show, and we think, okay, good, this person beat Homelander, and I think the closest we got was I mean, Maeve put on a good fight, but was Superboy,
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. the only person that I think can really beat him is his own son. Like, who's the first?
You didn't think Butcher had a chance whenever he took that
No.
that V?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and even if he did, I don't think that was gonna be the thing that kills Homelander.
Mm.
Like, I think Homelander. Well, the thing that's gonna kill Homelander is his own creation. What? Because Ryan's the first natural born superhero, isn't he?
I think so. I think
So
that's what
he's
makes
probably
it so
gonna
special.
be. He's probably gonna be stronger than Homelander.
Probably. Yeah.
So
I mean, who knows, bro? I'm loving this shit so far. I mean, The Boys is just outstanding.
yeah, it's great.
It's
I mean,
so great.
what makes it better than Invincible, I think, is just because it's live action and it's it's raunchy and it's everything that, like I've said multiple times, is everything that us now that we're older that it just hits so well. It just hits, dude.
What was I gonna say?
Like seeing the sheeps, like that
Oh.
shit is so crazy to see that.
No
Like,
damn sense,
yeah.
bro.
And they pop out of nowhere. They pop out of nowhere.
You know what killed me, bro? At the very end, the credit song, "Old McDonald had a farm."
I looked at Teresa and I was like, my baby would have been singing this. She loves Old
Does
McDonald.
she?
Yeah.
No, bro. I just started laughing. I was like, "Why are they playing?" And I just
They're on
started
a farm,
rolling,
bro. It's just crazy, dude.
The whole Starlight and Firecracker shit still going, bro.
See, even that, I'm kind of just whatever about.
Really?
Also. Yeah.
I can't stand Firecracker. Or is
Yeah,
it Firecracker, right?
Yeah, I can't stand her ass too. I love how what's her face. She was like, "You just think I'm white trash." And then she was like, "Well,
I don't think
she
you're
said-
rich. Or no, I don't
she
think you're
said
poor.
Yeah, you just think I'm poor, white trash." And she goes, "I don't think you're poor."
Freaking Sister
Yeah.
Sage, bro.
Yeah, she's plotting. I think A-Train eventually he'll probably die, but he'll like do something good for the boys.
So do you think I think that Sister Sage knows A-Train
Yeah,
is full of
she-
shit.
I think she
and like,
does.
yeah, they planted that one dude or
Yes.
whatever, but
She knows it's Cap.
because she even looked at him or whatever, and he was
She-
just
She knows it's Cap. She
Yeah.
knows it's A-Train. I think she's already starting to know.
she
So
figured
I
that
think
shit.
A-Train will eventually die this season, but he'll do something good for the boys.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah. But it's great, dude. I'm enjoying it really far.
I think is that it for the news?
Oh, I wanted to talk about I saw this clip that you made the Homelander clip and it did pretty well on social media. And so I sent you, this guy said the Mount Rushmore, because we're talking about the boys.
Let me get it.
And we talked about Homelander, how he's probably the best villain that we've seen on
Superhero
TV. Yeah. So Mount Rushmore, I think it was Darth Vader, Thanos, Homelander,
And Joker.
and Joker.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that Mount Rushmore?
So the Mount Rushmore for superhero villains. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue with that one, bro.
Yeah.
It really
For me,
is.
I probably would put somebody else over Darth Vader just because I'm not into Star Wars, but I know the impact that Darth Vader has.
Yeah.
It's just unmatchable. You just can't. It's just historic.
Well, you know what I love too is that each one of these, obviously there's only 4, but each one of these are different brands.
Yeah.
So you have the Star Wars brand, you have the Boys, which is obviously not a DC or Marvel thing,
Yeah.
but then you have the DC with Joker and then the Marvel with Thanos. I mean, it's a good list.
At least DC has somebody up there.
So okay.
Because like for me, I love General Zod as a villain, but like I would never say that he's a bigger villain than Darth Vader. Like it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
So okay, so there's no one on that list you would change.
I mean, based off personal, yeah. Like I would probably Darth Vader isn't on the Mount Rushmore for me
Yeah.
just because I don't watch Star Wars.
But you understand.
But I understand, and I would never like. I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I know that Darth Vader, bro. Fucking Toy Story even made a thing about Darth Vader, like with Buzz Lightyear and his dad. Like it was kind of like a wasn't that kind of yeah. Like Darth Vader is just one of those people that is just. I don't watch Star Wars and I know Darth Vader. You know, like
Yeah.
so.
the impact he
the
has,
the
cultural
presence, the impact that he has. I just know that he deserves to be on there.
So,
but like based off personal,
yeah, I'm about to say. So, for
yeah,
your
like, I
personal,
would-
who would you put?
I
over?
would probably put like I'd probably put Thanos, Homelander. I would say Homelander's number 1 though. If there is an order.
We basically said that the last one.
Yeah. And then I guess you would have to put Heath Ledger's Joker. And then 4th one, I guess, just for me on a personal preference, I really love General Zod. And we're talking about movie villains here, like
Yeah.
TV villains. So like General Zod to me, after DCEU, he's the best villain.
Yeah. I mean,
guess
that's how I have him.
I guess out of DC, I would say Heath Ledger probably just still beats him. But
Okay, but is it Heath Ledger as in just because of how well he acted, or was it because the Joker
he
itself?
just put on such an iconic performance, I think. And that Joker has lived, bro. His performance of that Joker, everyone still compares
Yeah.
anything and everything to that Joker.
Yeah. Gosh, bro.
And I don't think people remember Zod that much from Man of Steel.
Which sucks, bro, because
Yeah.
people don't like Man of Steel. But I thought General Zod was fucking
I
beautiful,
love General
bro.
Zod, yeah.
I thought he was
Out
beautiful.
of all the DCU villains, he's the best one.
Like, Ocean Master was pretty damn cool.
He was cool, but he was not as cool.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, that's another good one, too. And then
Yeah.
Manta.
I mean, would that be your 4? You probably have
Thanos,
Darth
yes.
Vader because you like Star Wars.
Thanos, Homelander. Actually, no, I wouldn't put Vader. Just
Oh, you
because
wouldn't?
I do like Star Wars and I do love Vader, but I'm like, I don't put him as
Okay.
like at least top 4.
Yeah.
Thanos, Homelander, Zod, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. Part of me is trying to think about that Joker spot.
I don't know who anybody else who has
That's
that
a
much
thing.
impact in
And I'm
that
and I'm
Joker.
not just thinking about DC. I'm just thinking about Marvel and DC too. Like, who could I put? And
Even in Marvel, like, I mean, Ultron, I guess, would be close to Thanos, but he's not. It's not really.
and I'm not
close,
gonna
in
put
my
Loki
opinion.
because, like, I mean,
Yeah.
Loki's great, but like, he's
and
not
he had
my
the whole
personal
redemption
favorite.
arc too, where he's a good guy now.
Well, not just that, but I was like, for me personally, like, I was never big into Loki,
Mhm.
even before he had the whole Loki show.
I don't see anybody else having the same impact that Heath Ledger's Joker had. So
Yeah.
I personally, you would have to put him up there. I feel
Yeah,
his Heath Ledger as a person. When people think of Heath Ledger, they think about the Joker.
yeah.
So like, the impact that he's left is, I just think, is undeniable.
Yeah, but I also think about William Dafoe, bro. As
Goblin, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's all, like to me, yes, big ass Batman fan. I love the Joker and everything like that. So Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight is great. But then I always think, I don't know, but there's just something about some other characters
That's a
where I'm
good-
just like, people always say, you know, Heath Ledger did great. Heath Ledger, okay, but the Joker itself, I get the performance is great, but like, I don't know.
That's a good question. I honestly didn't think about Goblin. Okay, so
I think I'd put Goblin.
we should let TikTok decide is who has the more, what's the word we're looking for, iconic performance, or who deserves to be on the Mount
Mount
Rushmore
Rushmore.
of villains between William Dafoe's Goblin and Heath Ledger's Joker. I honestly
Yeah, I know the answer. What people are going to say.
Heath Ledger.
They're going to say Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I mean, I guess based off of like a personal preference, I think I like the Spider-Man movies more, and I like William Dafoe as Goblin. But I just think, I just think the impact that Heath Ledger had overall, everybody knows him as a Joker, and I think his impact is just more than William Dafoe's Goblin.
Yeah.
Even though Christian Bale is not my favorite Batman, and
he's not my
I
favorite
mean, that movie is only good because of Heath Ledger, in my opinion.
Yes, bro. And that's the thing. Oh, my gosh. We've talked about this plenty of times, but I get so annoyed with people are saying, bro, The Dark Knight, you know, Christian Bale's Batman. No, mofo. You
Everyone's
only
looking
like
at-
that shit
yes.
because of the Joker.
Yes.
You only like that shit because of Heath Ledger. Don't
So-
think that Christian Bale was amazing in it. He wasn't.
And I guess you
I
can't
mean,
really
he was good, but like he
Yeah.
wasn't the best thing in that movie.
And I guess you can't really say the same thing about William Dafoe's because his movie was overall great as a whole in general. Even like Toby's part, Spider-Man, like that whole movie was just great overall.
yeah, but
I
it
don't
wasn't
think
one
that movie was great just because of William Dafoe.
No, that's true. But at the same time, like it wasn't like one of those things where it's like, it was a one-off thing. No, bro. And then he came back in Tom's movie
Yeah.
and then fucking
But that's another example.
killed it.
That's another example of he was great in that movie, but it wasn't only great because of him.
Mm.
Where I think for me and you at least, The Dark Knight was great because of Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Like
And
that
that
was
was
the
it.
only things for me. Like, and you're a big Batman fan, and you still say that. So like for me, Heath Ledger made that movie. William Dafoe, I guess, doesn't make the Spider-Man movies.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think I'd still put Heath Ledger in that spot.
I get it.
It is close though. I didn't really think about that.
About to say, because I mean that's the one I think about.
Yeah.
Is Goblin is a
close.
big impact as well.
That is close.
And you know damn well, bro. Once that Goblin laugh came out in that first No Way Home trailer, bro, people lost their shit.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one people wanted to see
Yeah. That is close. Goblin, William Dafoe's Goblin
versus Heath
versus
Ledger's
Heath
Joker.
Ledger's Joker.
All right, yeah. So like you said, bro, who deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore superhero villains? For us personally, you have to have Thanos. You have to have Homelander. So if you had to have, you know, a 3 and 4 spot, who could it be? Would it be between, you know, Goblin and Joker, or I mean, or do you put both of them on there? I mean, I don't know. People will also put Vader.
One could argue both of them. Yeah.
So take away Vader.
I mean, for me, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so I would take away Vader for sure.
So would you just put both of them?
Yeah. What did I say originally?
Thannos.
Oh,
Oh,
I said
no,
Zod.
Zod.
I said Zod.
Zod.
I would. Speaking of, I would put, but I said I'd put Ledger over Zod probably. And I would probably put Goblin over Zod. William Dafoe's Goblin.
Okay.
I really.
See, that's a good one though.
honestly, if not for Thanos, William Dafoe's Goblin would be my favorite villain.
Wait,
I think I picked Thanos just because of the impact that he had on the MCU as a whole.
100%,
Yeah.
bro. 100%.
And William Dafoe wasn't in the MCU, but his impact as a whole, I think, is just undeniable. Like he has to be on anybody's list.
100%, bro. Gosh.
All right, you want to get into some wrestling?
Yeah, WWE.
We had some big events happen this week. I was trying to keep up on Raw because we had the Wyatt 6 show up again. I guess they're gonna feud with Chad Gable. I don't know what the deal is here.
They had that one like teaser where it was like a C and G or whatever, and everyone's like, "Who's he going to go after?" Oh, CG, is that Chad Gable? And then when they debuted, they killed him.
Sandy said, "What a Chelsea Green, dude." I guess they're gonna go after Chad. So I thought they were gonna run back Chad and Sammy again. I truly thought they were gonna run it back at Money in the Bank, and that's where Chad was gonna win. But I guess if he's going with this whole Wyatt 6 thing, then that's completely different.
He's about to have the Creed, brother.
Yeah. So I guess they're doing that, but yeah. So they showed the VHS, and that had the badass promo.
Such an
Taylor
amazing...
Rotunda, right? Am I saying that right?
Rotunda. Yeah.
Rotunda. And he's talking to Uncle Howdy. That shit was so badass. I saw some people saying that they want that done with every character in the Wyatt 6, just to help us resonate with each character.
Okay.
So like their characters talking to them as wrestlers.
So like Joe Gacy and
Yeah.
What character does he play? He doesn't play the
I don't
buzzard.
know
He plays the rabbit, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, what's her face?
Nikki.
Sister Abigail. Yeah. Like her character could be talking about how she fails or whatever and I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I would love to see Dexter Loomis start talking. That mofo don't talk.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, bro. When he said, "How did you feel when you lost?" or with
yes, how did you
I
feel
was
when
like,
you lost
"Holy
him?"
shit!"
Or with that loss and everything like that. Oh my god.
No,
bro.
that was the best promo he's ever done.
Yeah,
I mean, all his shit out of Bo Dallas. I personally saw the potential there when he was Bo Dallas, because I felt like he was always good on the mic, but it just Bo Dallas didn't hit as a character.
Yeah, I'm about to say I think it was just the character that held him back. Bro.
Yeah. Like, I saw he had the mic skills, so I knew he could be something.
Yeah.
Especially when he impersonates Bray Wyatt.
Okay, so in that whole segment, you hear him talking as Taylor.
Yeah.
It's just his normal voice. But then later he starts going on, and when he starts talking about, they're going to change stuff, they're going to do this, his voice starts getting a little, and I'm thinking, there's Wyndham. There's your brother. Yeah. I hear your brother's voice.
They have similar voices.
Yeah. So I was thinking, oh, bro, like you're going from like a normal voice and you're really starting to turn it on a little bit. And I don't know, at least for me personally, I was like, there you are, bro. Yeah. But I even love that even Uncle Howdy said whatever. He's like, there he is. Or something. I was like, yes, bro. I was really good. I even like the voice change they did for Uncle Howdy.
So let me ask you this then. So now that we saw Taylor Rotunda talking to Uncle Howdy, so now we know it's him. Which we already knew, but like they hadn't really shown.
They confirmed it 100% now.
So do you think he wrestles without the Uncle Howdy mask?
No, I think that mask is staying.
You think he wrestles with it? I don't think he wrestles with it.
The only reason why I think that is just because the guy from the documentary, from the Bray Wyatt documentary, he made that mask and he said that they had to switch it up because when he's going to wrestle, it's going to be more practical. So. Okay. You guys, it would be hard to have that big old, plastic Uncle Howdy mask or that rubber one covering his whole face. So that's where they made it to where it's just
he can breathe.
Yeah, he would be able to do more.
See, I looked at it as okay. So now this is kind of like his. It's kind of like how Bray Wyatt was with the Fiend. Like he had, but I mean, Bray Wyatt did wrestle with his Fiend gear. So, but he had that alter ego. So this is his alter ego.
I just want to know what's going to happen with the hair. Bro, because he has his long dreads and everything like that. So what's going to happen whenever he has to wrestle? Is it going to stay on, or because
I mean Bianca Belair stays on?
Yeah.
Because dude, I watched the show. I honestly, maybe this just shows how naive I am. I thought with how many people have tried to pull that fucking hair, Bianca's, that's her real hair. I thought that's her real hair. In the show with her and Montez, you see it's not a real hair. She does not have
I need to finish that.
She does not have hair. Like that's a wig.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it that way though, because them motherfuckers pull that shit. I feel like, bro. And I'm always so scared that it's gonna come off and her wig's gonna come off, or this extension, whatever it's called.
That shit's in there, bro. Yeah. They sewn that bitch in
there. Anyways, though, they killed it the second week as well.
Yeah,
they
I loved
followed up the debut of them perfectly. And then we had the shit with Liv. She helped the Judgment Day win the world titles.
Yes, bro. And Finn was just like, cool.
Yeah.
Boy, you here with us.
Yeah, they're kind of accepting her. And they were in the locker room together.
Yeah. What was that about?
Yeah, I don't know.
God damn, bro. Hey, Dom's a good boy. He's a faithful man. Even though his girl over here getting married. WWE.
We'll have to find I don't remember what episode we talked about it, but I think we said that what if like Dom is just innocent in all this, and what if it is her and Finn?
I think it was like 2 episodes ago.
And if it plans out, then we have to post that clip and be like, see, we said that shit. Or it could just be her and Dom. I don't know. And then SmackDown last night was great too, bro. SmackDown had a big fight feel. Like it had like a UFC like Premier Live event feel to it. First, like, the way the crowd was.
Well, they were also in the most famous arena.
Yeah, MSG.
Madison Square Garden, bro.
And I feel like anytime WWE goes to MSG, they always try to make it a big show.
Oh, yeah. They pull up on that shit. Yep. I'm trying to remember. How did we start the night? Oh, they started the night, bro, with the Bloodline coming out and then get interrupted by Cody, KO, and Randy. Mm-hmm. God, bro, a nice little brawl that happened.
Which, okay, so we're going to skip some parts in SmackDown. We're just going to go straight into it. Okay, so that happens.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It was great. How do these motherfuckers not come out and save Paul Heyman at the end?
Bro, because they were gone from the building. They made sure to say that at the end of the before the second.
So all the security that was there to stop them, they also left.
Oh, okay.
Like no one came out to. What's his face? Nick Aldridge wanted to make sure they had all the security, so no big fights happen. None of this happens. And okay, yes, they left. The security was gone as well. Like I don't know. I know I'm looking too much into it. Like this is a fucking show. But bro, this motherfucker, they killed Paul Heyman.
Bro, tell me why.
When he was gonna take that bump, I was genuinely like concerned.
Yes, bro.
That I was concerned. Like, Paul, you're finna take this bump. Like, are you gonna be okay?
It was a big bump.
Yes. He took 3. He took the spike, and then he took Jacob onto his head. But the main one was the power bomb into the commentary table.
Every single time I've watched that power bomb so many times already, and
they almost dropped him.
But not just that, bro. You could just look on Paul. The look on Paul's face is just like, oh God. Okay, here we go. We're about to do this right now. It's like, damn.
And I mean, so we had that happen. But let me just say, I mean, we've given Paul Heyman tremendous amount of credit on this show. Hall of Famer. This motherfucker, bro, is just amazing at what he does. I saw someone on Twitter say that he didn't sleep purposely to look like how he looked on this episode. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how anybody knows that. I don't know how anybody knows that without talking to Paul Heyman. But his eyes, the way he's letting his beard grow out, he looks exhausted, scared.
Yes.
The way that Paul Heyman portrayed this, outstanding. Like, I know we've given him so much credit on the show, but like, you just have to say it, dude. Like, he looked, the way his eye, like he was about to cry.
Yes,
the way,
bro.
like, his eyes were bloodshot red. His beard, like, and then whenever he said, "Solo, I don't accept you as my troubleshooter," the crowd, bro, popped off.
It was so
popped
loud,
off,
bro.
and the whole time I'm expecting somebody to save him, and no one saved him.
I was ready to go. Mario called it.
Yeah.
Because you said it forever ago that Roman's going to return when they're about to, when they're about to, or when they start jumping.
I personally never thought that Paul Heyman was going to take bumps. No. So I thought once we get to that point where Solo has completely lost his shit and he's going to attack Paul Heyman, they're gonna prevent that from happening, and then someone will show up to save him because Paul Heyman's not taking. No, this motherfucker took bumps last night. So and I fully think that was his idea.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. Paul's all about it.
I fully think he probably thought, yeah, fuck it, let's run it. Like I can do it. I was just worried. I was worried because I mean he's old, bro. Yeah. Like I didn't want to see him do it. But what a way to get heat on the new bloodline.
And they got heat, bro. Oh my gosh, it was so loud at MSG. What part? Oh, how you're talking, you're giving Paul his flowers like we've done plenty of times on here, but even just the subtle things, when they pulled that bag out and he said, wise man, I need you to acknowledge me. He pulled the necklace out. Where did you get that, bro? And he goes, no. I was like, oh, Paul.
Paul Heyman is just so great at what he does. He's been,
goat, bro.
We talk about Roman. Paul Heyman has been I feel like we got to give him just as much credit for this whole Bloodline story.
Oh, yeah.
Like, throughout this whole story, the whole Bloodline story, like, Paul Heyman has been there from start to finish, and it's just been great, bro. It's been great. And Solo, I've given him credit. I've been saying people need to give him a chance, and I think he killed it last night, too.
Yeah.
What a good way to get, I think you said he's like Suge Knight. But, like, bro, he has, like, that gangster feel, like, that mob-type feel. Like, so I think Solo's killing it, and what a way to get him heat, bro.
So I don't know why in the back of my head, whenever he was saying, Tonga, acknowledge me,
You thought
Tonga,
Jacob Fatu was gonna say.
and then when Jacob popped up, I was like, thank you, Jacob, bro. Don't acknowledge this motherfucker. But no, he acknowledged.
I think WWE's full in on Solo, and they're gonna make sure that Jacob Fatu doesn't outshine him. They're gonna make sure that people know Solo is the boss.
Yeah. And in my head, I thought to myself, okay. So I kind of thought that last night. I was like, they're going to make him they're obviously going to make him the enforcer, and they're not going to let him talk because bro, everyone all over social media keep on saying this dude has mic skills. So if he outshines Solo on the mic, I'm not going to say it's game over, but like it's going to be a bad look.
I don't think he said it. He's his enforcer. They're going to he's just going to be that guy that's about that action
He's
and
going to be
fights.
MAGA.
And I don't think he's going to talk much.
No, yeah.
But yeah, it was great, bro. The Blood Line shit was great. And then we got some money in the bank matches.
Yeah,
that were all pretty solid. I personally like how Tiffy, which I'm gonna pick her to win. I personally like how these Money in the Bank matches feel fresh. They feel new. Like these are people that they're truly WWE's giving them a shot.
Yeah.
Like especially the men's.
Mm-hmm.
The men's. Okay, so who do we have now? So we have Jey Uso.
Let me get.
We have LA Knight. We have Carmelo Hayes. We have
Chad, Carmelo, Andrade. And,
so we need
Jay.
one more, right?
Yeah. Oh, who won last night?
LA Knight.
Okay, yes,
LA
LA.
Knight is in
So
there.
one more for them,
So
and
we
then
need one more.
for the women's, you have Chelsea, Io, and what's her name?
Area Valkyria. Or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
Like that.
And then they also added
Naomi.
and Tiffany.
Yes.
God, that's a good one right there.
Yeah, but I feel like they're both fresh and they're truly giving people. Okay, I'm gonna give you a shot here. Like we're gonna run this match, and these are people that have not been like LA Knight hasn't been in the main. I guess he was in the Fatal 4-Way with Roman, but that wasn't the main event though, right? That was the Rumble.
Yeah.
Was
he's had a match with Roman before singles. Right?
Oh yeah, Crown Jewel,
yeah,
or Shot or whatever that was. These are all people though that I feel like. I mean, Jey Uso's been main event as well. These are all people though that haven't really had titles though.
Yeah.
Right.
Io.
Okay, Io. But Io, I think they're putting her in there just because Raw truly has nobody, and she's high flying, so she's gonna make that shit good.
I'm telling you, just like I think we talked about last time.
I wish they put Dakota Kai over her though.
Yeah, maybe because they know that, bro. Like even though she is clear to wrestle or anything, they don't want to chance something big bumps right now.
I know, but I know WWE loves Io Sky right now.
Yeah, they're big.
She's
on her.
wrestling every week. It feels.
Along with some of that other stuff, bro, we have Braun Breaker and Sammy that happened on Monday. We got that match official. Then you have the Bloodline versus Cody, KO, and Randy.
So are they getting a 4? Bro. Is that 4 versus 4, or is there one Bloodline person that's not going to be in it?
I have no idea, bro. I could see Jacob not being a part of it.
No, I would see what's his face, Tungaloa.
Really?
Not being a part of it. But I don't know. So we'll do predictions next week on it. I'm excited for this Money in the Bank card though.
Me too.
It's shaping up really nice.
Not going to give any like predictions or anything like that, but the Seth and Damian thing. You lose, you're out of the.
Yeah, I missed that. I saw that.
The Judgment Day.
I saw that on Twitter. Yeah, so he's out of Judgment Day, and then if Seth loses, he doesn't go for that title.
He doesn't go for that title as long as Damian's champion.
Yeah, which I think Seth is gonna lose.
Yeah, because it's not gonna be long after that.
I think the way that Damian gets out of Judgment Day is because he's gonna get betrayed. I don't think he's gonna lose a match and have to leave.
Yeah.
Right. So I would see Seth losing, and then I could see Seth eventually changing brands. Oh wait, so it's only if Damian has a title.
Yeah, as long as Damian has a title, he's not going to go.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it's not going to take long.
Yeah.
Because I mean, eventually it's going to happen to where Damian's going to lose, probably because of some BS that Judgment Day is going to do, and then boom, there you go, Seth able to challenge again.
We saw Gunther at SummerSlam, so
yeah,
and one would assume Gunther's probably going to win.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, but overall, SmackDown and Raw were pretty good. And then, I think that's pretty much it as far as wrestling goes, other than Money in the Bank is next week.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Just got to figure out what the hell we're going to eat for dinner.
What time is that card? What's it, Toronto?
That's normal time.
Is it normal time?
Yeah, so it's like 7.
I feel like it's been a while since we've had a normal time one.
Yes, because I completely forgot thinking about it when I was making the show notes. I was like, okay, so I'm sure we're going to talk about Money in the Bank. And I was like, damn. I was like, all right, so are we going to film afterwards? I was like, oh, wait, no, it's it's normal. Yeah. We're good.
I feel like it's been a while since we've had a normal one. But anything else?
Nope. Just still waiting for Survivor Series to be announced. How the hell do we still not have that? But we got Indianapolis having WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble, bro. All going to be there for next year's Royal Rumble, and then whenever else they decide to
Right.
pull. I'm thinking, how are we getting all these? Where the hell is Survivor Series going to be, bro?
I think they'll announce it after Money in the Bank. I think it'll be announced before SummerSlam.
Hope so.
So, but yeah, I just hope we're not talking all this shit and then we don't end up pulling up.
Oh, bro.
I think it would be cool, and like if we go and then we could try to film some content like with wrestling, because we can go to like the don't they always have those stores with the merch?
Especially for the big ones, yeah. So Survivor Series is a big one, so I would love to do that.
Yeah, I would love to as well.
I mean, it sucks gonna spend an ass load of money, but
well, mainly on the hotel, bro.
Yeah,
because if we go to that event, we'd have to go. We'd have to be there a couple of days before.
Mm.
No, not necessarily a couple of days, but Friday.
You go the day before
because it's on a Saturday. So
you can end up going that Saturday.
That would suck because I've seen some reports of them moving back to Sundays because they're gonna try to do like UFC.
Yes, bro.
That would suck if that's the one that they do Sunday. Because Sunday I would like for the day for us to come back.
That's true.
That would suck if they do it on Sunday.
Damn, yeah.
I don't know when that's gonna happen. I'm just
maybe
saying,
that's why they're holding off.
Yeah,
on trying
I'm
to
just saying that would suck. Like, what if they're trying to line it up with the UFC and then they put that one on Sunday? That would fucking suck. But all right, we'll be back next week, another episode. But until then, we'll catch you guys later.
Later, guys.